Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. What it do, what it do, what it do. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Your space, a space of integrity, okay? A space for thinkers, a space where we encourage each other to see ourselves, to manifest ourselves to a higher degree. A space of justice. A space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Funding hashtags, damn it, funding apps with cash. Pals that pay. Grams with money, unions that are Western. God damn it, red cups. Collection plates, all that. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. Yeah, it's a war going on. Plenty wars going on. This is more wars than we've seen in modern history. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Politicians, if you hear me, don't wait until it's too late. Y'all becoming wrecked. I don't know what's going on. The politicians getting cuffed up and roughed up. Please book an assessment. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, damn it. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you're on that hot hood of a car. Yeah. Too late. Too late. God body, much appreciation for the super chat funding the war effort. Listen, don't wait. I've seen a few. Don't wait till you get kicked out of graduations. Mad because your auntie from Kansas didn't get the extra ticket or the extra seat. They already told y'all they gave your family 6 and you bought 9 people. Don't wait until it's too late. Yeah. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Please book an assessment. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know that you're toxic. You know that you're volatile. You know who you are. Book an assessment. Okay? Stop cutting up. Man, listen, stop following what is becoming a trend, man. Get some help. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, events, people, places, okay, that should keep your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. It could be your own. What's going on? How y'all do? Yeah, it's a long night. Long day. Long day. But we here. We in class, we alert, we ready. We alert, we ready. Tag your classmates. Tell them, let's go. Damn it, this is only Tuesday. Y'all acting like y'all tired already. It's only the second day of the week. Damn it. Tag your classmates before they get a 55. Tell them we in class. And we tagging folks right now. First of all, who we got to tag? Brad Lander. Damn, if you from out of town, you don't know the name. But damn it, you gonna see him in the news clips. Another political individual bogarted, roughed up by ICE agents. Tag Brad Lander, the New York City candidate for mayor. Tag him, tell him bring his ass to class. Yeah, Brad Lander come to class. Tag ICE agents, tell the ICE agents come to class, man. Y'all got some explaining to do. Yeah, tag him. Tag the ICE agents too, damn it. We going all the way in. Somebody tag QuestLove. Yeah, tag that Barney looking at. Tag him. Tell him to come to class. And Amanda Seals. Tag her. Why are we seeing y'all? What is this? What is this? Internet beef? Come on, man. Tag them. Tell them to bring their ass to class. Tag Georgia. Now. And tag any couple that you know that could be going through it and should be reaching out for some help. Right? Tag Georgia. And I have reached out to my family members to see if they had any firsthand information. Okay? Yeah. Because they was, I'm hearing they was in Hancock County. That's Sparta, Georgia, for you don't know. And I'm hoping that they not no kin. But tag them. And somebody. Anybody. I wasn't going to go there because I know the gossip folks is going there. I already seen quite a few people already going there. People live right now going there. But damn it, Tyler Perry, come to class. Ooh, wee. Talk about Grippergate. I told y'all the other day it didn't stop, and I told y'all Diddy ain't the only one. Yeah, the Puffster ain't the only one that be pressing people for them grippers. Tag Tyler Perry. God damn it, we knew something was going on. Damn it, Madea. You taking grippers too? Huh? Huh? Jewels. Much appreciation for funding the war effort. And while you at it, damn it, y'all tag y'all classmates, tag yourselves. We get ready to get into it. Damn it, we get ready to get into it. Who's first in class? Who is that? I can't read it because of my shirt. Merklow. God diggity dog it, Merklow. First in class. Charles is up in there. And Sultan. Walaikum assalam. Rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Yes, Sultan Newark, Brick City in the house. What up, Jersey? Tierra the youngin'. What up, Tierra? Jersey in the house, South Jersey, Newark. You sitting here? Y'all in here, Big Red Shaolin. What's going on? Bushhead. Cool K Gang is in the building. Chefing it up. We see you. Who that? Pittsburgh, PA. Who that? Shota? What up, Wild Bill? What's good? Barbara Williams? Yeah, oh, 55. Yeah. Barbara Williams, you already know. Who that? Guns and Gloves in the Spotty spot. All right, Ken Williams, what up? Benjamin, get up. Benjamin, get up. Benjamin, what's going on? Threats. Philly's in the building. What up, Chris? We see you. Dust Road, what up? Bernie, we see you. Oh, April Brown, educator. DMV's in the building. What up? Elusive Views. Ty, what up? Lake Charles. Yeah, what up? Lovely lady. Uh-oh, East New Yorkers in the house. Frankie Fish. What up? Yeah, Riz is out of pocket. Listen, if y'all want to have that discussion, I did not see the entire Drink Champs interview, but listen, we could get into it, but I just been seeing clips. Might say anything. How you doing? What's going on? We see you. Hey, Wood, what up? What up? Might say anything. What? Yeah. You focus? Don't try not to laugh, damn it, because that's when you laugh. Yeah. And get a 55 right there in your damn house. 55 for laughing. Okay, yes, get my merch to me so I can put it on. All right? Rick Gatlin, what up? Ken, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Geeksy, what up? Uptown Dre, what's going on? GB, what up? Boy, we see you, we see you. Who that? Who? God body, peace, what's going on? Yes, peace to the nation of gods and earths. What's going on? Ooh, Philip Bone, what up? Zone 864 TV, what up? Mike Nice, what up? Kenny's on the Holy Grail, what up? We see you, PJ Allen. Yeah. What? Neville. What up, Neville? Yeah. Flatbush, what up, man? What's going on? Yeah. Oh, TT Santiago, 55, TT, 55. How you doing, though? You gotta DM me, let me know how you doing. We got to holler. What's going on? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, who else? Yvette, what up, Vet? Sean, 55, Sean Jenkins, 55. Just because. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, class is in session tonight. Let's get to it. Listen. Now, I know what y'all want to talk about, but y'all gonna have to wait. We got important business to get to. Yeah, we got important business to get to before all that funny stuff. We got to get to ICE. Again. ICE agents is wreaking havoc, y'all. They not playing. But I got questions, man. First of all, I had business in the city today, so I tried to get to the Diddy trial. And I am flabbergasted at how tight security in the streets are around that court. You do know that once upon a time you could at least park somewhere in that area. Damn it, you can't park nowhere over there. From Brooklyn Bridge to Court Street, all up and down Center Street. You probably can't find a spot till Soho, damn it. I'm telling you, to Canal, I couldn't, listen, it ain't worth it. That means these podcasters, these YouTubers is taking the iron horse. They want to train and going out there. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm sorry, y'all thought I could just peek in or come through or maybe catch a YouTuber that be out of pocket and, let them feel, some old school, 1986, 87 strength upside their temple for, Hummer stunting online. You did? What up, Neat Buck? Yeah. But nah, I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. I mean, seriously, zero parking. Zero. What up, Waldo? What up? So I didn't get to do that. I passed through though. I got my eyes. I peeked around, seen. I was like, it ain't worth it. So I kept it moving. But if I would have stayed a little longer, I might have saw this shit in real time. Yeah, a New York City mayoral candidate. Got his ass locked up, y'all. Locked up. And damn it, when they get, I told y'all the other day, this shit tickle the hell out of me when they get locked up. Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit tickle me, man. They done locked up Brad Lander. Now, I don't know what's going on. For real, for real. I know what's going on, but I don't know what's really. I don't. I don't. But we got questions. We gonna get to it. Let's get to this. New York City's top financial officer, who is running to be his next mayor, was handcuffed and arrested by federal agents while guiding a defendant out of immigration court today. Now I'm trying to figure this out, man. Was this the goings-ons and stuff right before the Civil War? Was this the type of shit that was going on? Because this is funny. This is funny. You got government officials, elected officials, being locked up by federal agents who I know for a fact most of these ICE agents, they're not federal agents. They deputized or they came through the back door on some weird shit because there's too many of them all of a sudden. I'm believing the majority of these people who y'all calling ICE agents have no true qualifications for being on a job, who are mercs, who coming from private security. You understand? Come on now. A lot of shit is going on. It's looking real weird. Okay? Very weird. I don't know. I don't know. They looking weird though. You dig? They looking worse than our D's. Remember our D's? That's why I started wearing New Balance, because our D-Techs, when we used to be in Midtown dropping folks on their head, you understand? Yeah, Old Faith folks, Bagel Meisters and all that. The D's used to have them tight-ass New Balance. It's like, damn, how come they could chase us for blocks and blocks? Must be the shoes. So they had on them New Balance, and that's why dudes and BK started wearing New Balance. I don't care what nobody else is telling y'all. The Midtown Bandits, the Pocket Diggers, we started that shit. Okay? Yeah. Because the D's had it on, so we said, damn, we got to wear what the D's wear so we could get the hell away. So, yeah. These ICE agents look just like those D's, but a little weaker. Yeah. And they damn sure don't know what they doing. They don't know how to hold by the elbow. They don't know how to do the takedown clean and quickly. They scuffing with political people. How you scuffing with these dudes? Look, last week, Senator Alex Padilla, he handled them. Roughing them up, doing all this shit. Get off of me, unhand me. They couldn't take him down clean. Okay? They barely got Ras Baraka down. I don't even think he hit the floor. I think they just hemped him up. You understand? And now Brad Lander, who we know. People in New York City know old fake politicians. We know they ain't got no hands, nothing. Less than a third of them could even run a 5K. Weak. Brad Lander? Y'all couldn't take him down? He got y'all huffing and puffing? Yeah, let's go ahead now. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents detained Brad Lander, who is the city's comptroller, for quote-unquote assaulting law enforcement and impeding a federal officer. Lander, who was later released, said he certainly did not assault an officer, and he damn sure didn't. We saw the whole thing on tape. Yeah, he ain't assault nobody from what we saw. Nah. The incident comes amid an immigration crackdown under President Don Trizzle, T-47, who has directed agents to conduct raids and deport immigrants who are in the U.S. illegally. God dog it. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Now, videos of the incident show Lander leading a man through the hallway and requesting that the agents show a judicial warrant to detain them. A spokesperson for Lander's campaign said the comptroller was escorting a defendant out of immigration court when he was arrested. Again, y'all trying this shit? Y'all know that this is a new strategy for the agents to be there at court, okay? When somebody's getting released and picking them up. Brad, you saw what happened to Alex Padilla. They hamped him up, had him scraping up his slacks. I'm sure he got a hole in his knee. The way they roughed him and handled him around, tossed him around. Brad, you ain't built like that. You know you ain't supposed to be tussling no damn ICE agents. Why you take your ass in that building? Y'all think it's a game, huh? Yeah, Brad, you see how them cuffs feel? They don't feel nice, do they? Not at all. Them shits grip around the wrist, don't they? Uh-huh. That little, shit that they got you like this? Hurt your shoulder, didn't it, Brad? Felt like that shit was getting pulled out the socket, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the club, damn it. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, that's how I feel. See, I guess y'all thought we was playing. I believe that they really thought that all these years, we was playing. Okay? I don't know what the hell's going on. Huh? What'd you say, Kenny? Wrist marks, right? Nah. See, my wrist always been a little small. So they gotta put them shits on real tight. So them shits tight. Hurt. And then once I was on the island and I caught that red ID, which means I had to get shackled, clamped in the mittens, behind the back. Ooh wee. Talk about hurting. Talk about when that cuff lay on your wrist all day. Man. Yeah, that middle hurt. Brad found out though, didn't he? Yeah, Brad, you feel them cuffs, huh? Senator Padilla, you felt them cuffs. Ross Baraka, you felt them cuffs, huh? Yeah. Okay. Keep playing. I'm telling y'all gonna get some of them overzealous ICE agents and somebody gonna stomp you out. I'm telling you, I can see it coming. One of these politicians gonna have a heart attack or catch a bad one. Y'all got to stop these games. I don't know, because this isn't political education here. Because once you start going in it and really attempting to figure out if what Brad was yelling out makes sense, you understand? Like we have to really dig and see who are these ICE agents. That's one of my questions, y'all. Like, who are they? Are these people who were on some type of armed forces reserve? Are they Marine reservists, Navy reservists? Damn sure ain't Air Force and Coast Guard now, because they boots, they are ass. So it ain't them. These are private security contractors like homie, Vance Belter, right? These are people who are trained and sensed is so hot overseas, and for any agents to be overseas in the heat of all this shit, they risking life and limb for real. So they had to call all of them back. But they got no work for them. So what did they do? We gonna make them ICE agents, put them under Homeland Security, and terrorize the American citizens. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Sally. We sure they are. But who are they? Because I'm looking at them. The majority of them, okay? The majority of them ain't too fit for real, for real. A lot of them is real gluey and soft around the belly. I'm telling you, they not, nah. But they know that they can handle these politicians who all they do is sit around all day. Policymakers, lawmakers, talk, meeting on them. None of them is in the gym getting it in. So now they want to throw themselves right in the fire, and that's what happens. Okay? This is what he said. You don't have authority to arrest U.S. citizens. Landa is heard telling ICE agents in the video as they put him in handcuffs. You don't have authority to arrest U.S. citizens. That's a learning piece for us. We have to go in and start researching that. Who are ICE agents? What are the qualifications to be hired as an ICE agent? What authorities do they have? Just like you look up peace officer, right? You know them little snitch dudes that be in your hood riding around. They used to ride around with CB radios and police scanners and all that, the fake ass vests. Yeah, we used to pop at them in the East. Yeah, we had one called Lucas. And, you know, to his family, no disrespect, but he used to try to get dudes locked up. So we got to pop at you. Keep playing cop. But they got peace officers. You understand? And I keep telling y'all, anybody that wears a uniform that is working to make sure the institution gets its money or gets its people into the justice system are rats, and you need to run them out. That go for parking ticket agents, school safety, okay, postal police, sanitation police, all that shit. Though ain't nothing but slave catchers. Okay? All right? So who are these ICE agents? Under what branch of the justice system of law do they get their authority? Because this is Landa, this is the city comptroller spewing this out. So that's a point of which we need to research. You don't have authority to arrest U.S. citizens. But ICE Landa was undermining officials. So are we under federal jurisdiction? Do states, cities, local municipalities? Are there any protections? That's what y'all gotta find out. Don't come in here with no dumb shit. I don't want to hear none of the more science, this, that. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay? Because they done popped a few of y'all, rocked y'all. And it wasn't no get back. None. So I don't want to hear that. I understand. There's no disrespect of your doctrine, but that holds no weight when these people are coming with their cuffs, their sprays, their ammunition. Y'all back down to it. So we're not going there. We need to figure out, because if they're doing this on a consistent basis to politicians, to people who have taken the oath to people who have followed Robert's rules of order and all this other stuff. Need to be mindful, because we already seen a growing trend of people, faking as if they're ICE agents and extorting migrants, trying to scrape migrant women, all that. Because people are looking and saying, well, they the law. And we've been through there. We've been through that. Back in the gold rush and the wild, wild west, people just deputizing anybody. Django showed y'all that. You understand? So we need to see who these ICE agents are. What authorities do they have and do they not have? Okay? Quote unquote. Our heroic ICE law enforcement officers face a 413% increase in assaults against them. It is wrong that politicians seeking higher office undermine law enforcement safety to get a viral moment, said a Homeland Security spokesperson. This is how they going at it. No one is above the law. And if you lay a hand on law enforcement officer, you will face consequences. This is why we look at these things. This is why we study these things. Because there's going to come a time where you cannot question yourself, where you're going to have to get busy. I keep telling you, Kizzy spit in the cup. You have to be militant and you have to understand what you're able to do, how far you're able to go before you have to get low. Understand this. Okay, this is the teaching. They're already saying that these people are law enforcement officers. Just like them little nasty dogs that they put and deputize the K9 dog and all that. And I've seen people get 20 years for copping and kicking and popping at them damn dogs. That's a dog. There's no way in hell a beast, I don't care what you put on it, should have authority over human beings. We're a mutt, some mongrel where that life is more valuable than a human being. Because you put a damn K9 police vest on that shit? Really? So what we put a goddamn rainbow vest on it? You gonna get a hate crime for kicking that dog? How they know that dog is rainbow? You understand? This is the type of shit capitalism does, man. The layers of this shit is unbelievable. So being that they could just pick anybody and throw them in ICE and make them an ICE agent, y'all need to understand, okay, what could come about by punching one of these dudes in their nose. You need to understand, is that a felony? Is it a federal felony? Come on. So you're not taken off guard and caught off guard with this bullshit, okay? Upon his release, Lander said that no charges was being brought against him. So they roughed him up, cuffed him, put the metal-ass bracelets on him, okay? And let him go. The comptroller said the man, who he identified as a man named Edgardo, had been stripped of his due process rights by a government and a judge that owe him a credible threat hearing before they deport him. Again, I got questions. Y'all going hard for these individuals who's getting deported. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I got a very important question I'm going to ask once we finish getting through right here. All right? I'll be fine. But Edgardo is not going to be fine. And the rule of law is not fine. And our constitutional democracy is not fine. Lander said, referring to the man he was trying to escort out of immigration court. So that's like, I want y'all to get the picture now. That's like one of Harriet Tubman associates grabbing on somebody and getting them off the plantation. That this is what Atlanta was doing after he supposedly had his freedom papers. Okay? You escorting them out and they got up on you. Where you going? You out of pocket here. Now, I'm telling you right now. Don't play yourself, Brad. Don't get hung. Now, you be a good old boy and hand up over that. And he didn't hand him over. They put the beats on him. Roughed him. Not bad, but gave him the business. And slapped them cuffs on him. Had them all up on the wall. Hey, wait a minute. I'm not. When they got you like that and you all up on the wall, why are you struggling? Because now you just going to throw your shoulder out. Once they got you like that, and that face is up on the wall, and your feet is dangling a little, you can't put the shoes down. Come on now. That's it. I don't want to go here because I know they be watching. But I'm going to tell you, I got to go there. Listen, man, my co-defendant, the night we caught this major case, man, I don't know what the hell was the matter with him when we got knocked. But damn it, I couldn't do nothing but laugh, man. Because we was done. They got us. First of all, they chased us from Quad Studios. Okay, listen, from Quad Studios, from 48th from Broadway. When we hit Madison, we went from 48 in Madison, catching all green lights, going. We going damn near to Jersey. We got 4 precincts on us. Transit precincts, the helicopter, the ghetto bird, chasing us from Midtown to Spanish Harlem, to Harlem, to the goddamn FDR, all the way to past 155th Street. They mad now. They done heard dudes have been busting shots in the spot. We caught. Red, they got the damn roadblock, all that crash, down. It's a wrap. We bagged. Slap the car, drag them out of the damn car, drag us out. I'm looking now. I'm chilling. It's over. It's done. Slap the cuffs on him. He on the middle of the highway now. It's like 30 police cars. And he get to beefing. Yo, the cuffs too tight. I'm like, yo, they ready to pop us. You talking about the cuffs too tight? Well, they got the whipping on them. Oh my goodness. Man. I didn't see him for 4 days. Time I seen him, eyes swelled up. Man, I love that boy to this day. Crazy. You know it's a wrap. Stop struggling, man. We going down. All that, the cuffs too tight. You trying to struggle and wiggle? Nah, man, it's done. It's done. They get the beats. Then, oh, man, I can't do nothing to help. I'm in another car. Already done. Stop fighting and struggling. All right? Cut it out. Okay? God, buddy, much appreciation with them. Expletive super chats. Don't worry about the super chats. We got it. Remember, them super chats go 60% go to YouTube. Don't worry about it. We got it. Huh? Yeah, that comes with the territory, man. And I was late in the game, cuffed and hitting you, yeah. And y'all ain't seen police brutality if y'all ain't been through the 80s, man. 70s and 80s, they whipped your ass. That was part of it. Walkie-talkies to the head, billy clubs. You get cuffed up, kick you in your ass, all that. Sometimes you get the pistol grip to the temple. That's the regular. Come on, man. That's boot. You run, you get it. That's it. Especially in Manhattan, Midtown North and all that, they whip you out. Damn, in Brooklyn, that come with it. You get plucked out. Ain't no lawsuit or nothing. We ain't even think about that shit. That came after. That came in the 90s and all that. You got whooped out. I'm just saying, once you cuffed, that's it. You don't complain after we done took these dudes damn near to Jersey. Them whoop paw out. Yeah, man. So they gave Brad a little bit of treatment. He just got the face to the wall and this shit here. That's all he need because he a politician. I bet he won't act up no more. I guarantee you that shit. Okay? Let's continue. Let's continue. New York Attorney General Letitia James, who about to feel them cuffs, yeah, called the arrest profoundly unacceptable. We're going to see if you call it profoundly unacceptable when they cuff you up. Yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody forget about that coming indictment and all that shit. You going to get cuffed up too. Yeah. Yeah, Tish James, you've been quiet for a minute. You need to keep it that way before they look and say, oh, we ain't get her yet. Slow down. Chill out. All right? Arresting Comptroller Lander for the simple act of standing up for immigrants and their civil rights is a shocking abuse of power. Tish James said in a statement, no one should face fear and intimidation in a courthouse. And this is a grotesque escalation of tensions. You, Tish James, had many people fearful in the courthouse. What the hell you think court is? Courthouse? Courthouse is fear. It's set up for fear. So when you come through the mag, it's fear. Don't have nothing in your pockets. Any sharp objects, any weapons, it is a felony. You will be arrested. That's fear. And you going in there because a family member is facing some type of authoritative punishment. Even in civil court, people are scared in landlord-tenant court. Court is scary. Unless you've been through it, unless you've been conditioned to the point where you already know what's going on. Which means that as a human being, there's some type of psychosis here. Because just like us being in the street, we don't fear gunfire. We just look around and all that. That's a psychosis. That's a sickness. Okay? Because whenever you're in harm's way, whenever somebody can take control of your being based on others' decision, it should be fearful for you. Right? That's why those people who are just good, clean American citizens don't break the law because they scared. So when she's saying that, come on, cut it out. People are scared and nervous in courthouses. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The only ones who aren't fearful is well-seasoned criminals and lawyers. Other than that, you scared to death in court. Okay? But this is her quote. No one should face fear and intimidation in a courthouse. And this is a grotesque escalation of tensions. The administration's rampant targeting of New Yorkers only makes our communities less safe. That's what she said. That's what she said. Okay? Miss Donna Lieberman from New York Civil Liberties Union said ICE arresting Brad Lander for asking questions is a stunning abuse of power and a threat to our democracy. Arresting a public official, the duly elected comptroller of the city of New York, for asking questions is dangerous intimidation and shows a wanton disregard for the will of the people of New York. I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. They've been doing this to me forever. Forever. They've been doing it to our communities forever. You know that there are 6 or 7 feeder communities that they come and fester and feed on to send into the justice system to feed the state correctional facilities for decades. East New York, Brownsville, South Bronx, Jamaica, Queens, Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? These are feeder communities. All type of injustices been going on with us for the longest. No democratic process. You get indicted for dumb shit. You get indicted without even having an opportunity to sit in front of the grand jury. And if you are cognizant of the law, you got people that's telling you don't do it. All type of injustices go on. So Brad felt the cuffs. Teach James, you gonna feel the cuffs too. Trust me, y'all. I'm telling you like I've been telling y'all the truth for the longest. She gonna feel them cuffs. Guarantee. They gonna slap them cuffs right on. I want to see what kind of injustice you call that. Because they've been doing it to us. Been doing it to us. Know what you say, Flatbush? I'll make sure when I go to the courthouse, I'll make sure I have no medal. Yeah, no coins, nothing. Nothing. You dig? Now, after they done did this to Brad Lander, right? They done hit people on every level. Now, he's a city elected politician, right? Alex Padilla, senator, state. Ras Baraka, damn it, the mayor. All right? And let's not forget. Hold on, let's not forget. LaMonica, MacGyver, right? New Jersey Congresswoman was indicted on charges related to a confrontation with an immigration detention center from last month. They done indicted her. A U.S. Rep, LaMonica MacGyver, Democrat representing Jersey's 10th district, is facing felony assault charges in connection with the scuffle on May 9th. Who are these ICE people? Where they come from? It's getting thick, y'all. Now keep not coming to class. Keep not coming to class. I love it. I'm watching. I'm seeing people pay for numbers. Yeah, I'm watching. I know people were struggling on these sites, struggling on YouTube, struggling on Instagram. All of a sudden, numbers is crazy. They really believing that shit gonna push them somewhere. And I'm watching. I see everybody. You're not smart. You're not informing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be real funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm giggling my ass off because of this. You're relying on this. Watch your face when you ace. Yeah, watch your face when you ace. If y'all ain't coming to class, I'm telling you, you're misinformed. You're misinformed. Let's go. Federal prosecutors allege that MacGyver assaulted 2 federal officers during what they described as an unauthorized protest at the facility. MacGyver, however, maintains that she and fellow Democrats Rep. Rob Menendez and Bonnie Watson Coleman were conducting an oversight visit when the tensions escalated. This is how it's going down, y'all. This is how it's going down. The indictment, which includes 3 counts of assaulting, resisting, impeding, and interfering with federal officials, carries a maximum total of 17 years in prison. This is what they doing. This is what they doing. Check this out. As I have stated in the past, it is my constitutional obligation as the chief federal law enforcement officer for New Jersey to ensure that our federal partners are protected when executing their duties. Y'all better understand the language in this shit. So when they come through the projects, when they come through the wards, when they start popping up and turning up on different people, y'all understand what is at stake. That's why I keep telling y'all to get militant, to eat right, to get in shape, to connect with each other so you have communication, because they just snatching these people up. Seeing what they did to the boy at Columbia. Snatched him up out of the facility, bounced them, then bounced them overseas. Nobody know where they at. Other dude, they bounced him. I'm telling you. This is what's going on, right? While people are free to express their views for or against particular policies, they must not do so in a manner that endangers law enforcement and the communities those officers serve. So you telling me that these officers are for our community? ICE agents. See, this is the this is who they support. You protecting who? From what? Nah, you ain't protecting the hood. Cause I see the same dude, Babaloo and them. They still robbing by the check cashing place. I don't see no ICE agents pulling up on them. Y'all ain't protecting the community, but that's the language. That's the language they're using. Okay? All right? So she got indicted. These are politicians. We're going to see how far that get her. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see. That's for real. Brad Lander ass is home. Alex Padilla ass is home. Ross Baraka ass is home. LaMonica, you got indicted. We gotta keep an eye on that trial. And she got a little bit of age on her. She can't do 17 years. Nah, y'all gonna take all her little summers. Yeah, nah, can't do that. Now, in this very hot political climate, here's the question for me. They snatching up dudes at work sites. We done seen them in California chasing dudes through the goddamn strawberry vines and shit. Niggas hot footing through the goddamn orange groves and all that. They hot footing. We done seen them chasing dudes all throughout construction sites. We done seen them do all this wild shit. Setting people up, going to schools, catching people at graduations. And New Yorkers, I've been hearing, I haven't seen it. If I see it, I'm going to catch it. I'm not even going to put a thumbnail in it. I'm going to go live right from the street if I see it. But I'm telling you, they said that they got people posing, ICE agents posing as dollar vans, scooping up people and then banging them somewhere like this. Yo, where's your ID? Watch the dollar vans. If you don't know the driver, if you don't look familiar on the route, don't get your ass in that van. And you dollar van drivers, y'all need to start putting some insignia on y'all somewhere to let people know it's safe. Because I've been hearing it. I didn't see it yet. But we got to check that out. Okay? So in this shit, I want to know. I haven't seen not one of them black ass nannies, not one of them Spanish nannies get hemped up by ICE. Not one. Not downtown Brooklyn. Not in Park Slope. Nope, not in Dumbo. Nope, I was just in Chelsea, all around Bleecker. I seen like 4 or 5 of them, and I can't stand it. I've been seeing that shit since I first understood what it was when I was a teenager. Why are these black people taking care of these little old fake kids? Making sure that they all clean and feeding them, and the kids talking reckless to them, and they taking them to the park and doing all this shit and walking them, and sometimes you see them with 2 and 3 of these little old fays. That shit to me burns me. But I know they working for them papers, but still they don't have them. A lot of them don't. So I'm trying to see why ain't no ICE agent snatching none of them up off the street. Yeah, nah. Why they not snatched up? If it's such an important issue, if they really coming down hard to protect the communities from illegals, why are we not seeing that? Why they're not in those communities running through and snatching up Mumala and goddamn Rosalita and all them? Why not? Y'all busy going to the school, leaving 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders crying in their schools while you taking their parents. Why y'all not out there? Why these little white kids that got these black ass nannies from wherever they from, why they not crying in the street? Why they not on the news weeping? What's up? Now talk about it. Why I don't see ICE agents running around Dumbo? Why I don't see ICE agents in Park Slope? What's up? Why I'm not seeing that? What's going on? Huh? Yeah. So some bullshit going on. Again, long as the wealthy are not touched, long as the wealthy are not made uncomfortable, it's all good. So you mean to tell me Umberto and them dudes is running from the goddamn construction site? Okay? But Susanna and all of them, they could keep pushing these little white babies. What's up? What's up, ICE? Talk. I'm waiting. Answer me that. Riddle me that. I haven't seen not one of them nannies running. Not one. What's up? I ain't see one of them on the news showing up at a protest. I haven't seen not one of them nannies. None of that. What's going on? Mr. Mandela, much appreciation for the super chat. What's going on? I thought we was dealing with equity. I thought you was dealing in a space of zero tolerance for illegals. Why them nannies not running? Why those nannies not running down the street? I ain't seen not one nanny running down State Street. I ain't seen not one nanny running down Court Street or Lawrence Street, leaving the stroller behind. She hot-footing. I haven't seen it at all. What's up? Talk about it, Trump. Talk about it, ICE. Talk about it. Where old musty box Neo Nomad? Why we ain't seeing nannies running around here? Rhonda Grant, much appreciation for the super chat. I'm saying, somebody lying. Somebody's lying. It ain't that important. Okay? But in this heated climate, all of a sudden we got some internet beef. We supposed to have some, what is it? Is this woke folk beef? Is this conscious folk beef? Huh? Is this some type of weirdo beef? Huh? QuestLove and Amanda Seals. Now you know we done barked on Amanda Seals a couple of times in class. Sometimes you see her, she's looking presentable and great. Other times she looking real twisted. Looking like she could have been playing in straw. Yeah, real life straw. You seen her sometimes she on that camera, she look a little strawish. Yeah. Uh-huh. No bra, tatted. Saying some ridiculousness. But she got good questions in this case. She got some good questions here. But why is she beefing with QuestLove, the Black Barney? I don't know. I have no idea. He been looking weird from day one. I can look at the thumbnail, day one. That's how he look. You know, in 92, 93, that's when he was popping off. It was just getting his start. You seen him? You know he wasn't getting near skin, no skins at all, looking like that. And he never changed that look. When they first came out, he didn't even have no afro. He had some dusty, big, bulky twist shit looking wow. Wasn't nobody in the hood slapping cheeks with that. And he grew up all the way through. Weird. Weird. All of a sudden, he's the darling of the Democrats. They love them damn roots. Oh, they're clean. That's a clean rap band. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jimmy Fallon, old face, just loving them. Banging them drums, playing them instruments. I don't know what this beef is about, and why he got here, and why he going so hard for this dude. So, all she did was question, and people going crazy. But a question is valid in this case. Very valid. She asking people, black folk specifically, what did Barack Obama do for you? For real, for real. For real. In the clip, Amanda brought up musician QuestLove's recent post calling out people for nitpicking Obama. Why would he say nitpicking is beyond me? There is no nitpicking for him or any other president. It's absolute facts versus narratives. Supposed beliefs. So she beeped it. So I guess she felt it was being directed at her. She explained that while the former president was a great orator and an inspiration, she claimed he just, quote unquote, inspired people to be part of establishments. She pointed out that he never spoke about reparations or police protection. Now, she also said that when she seen it, she thought it was a sub, that he threw a shot at her. So when she went to block him, he had already blocked her. This QuestLove dude. So I'm asking her, why was you following him anyway? For real. Unless you're a drummer, who the hell follow QuestLove? Who? Unless you going to the Roots picnic or something. Who the fuck? Who following that? For what? He don't dress. He has no style at all. His ass been the same size, same weight for about 20 years. All the little fame and a little bit of bread that he got, he ain't hit the gym. He ain't changed not once. He ain't fly. Nothing. Who the hell following him? For real. For real. Old face. People who want to be cool. Right? Because they the new jazz. Right? Just like the old face used to be around jazz clubs in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. Want to be around the cool black folk, the cultured black folk. Because damn it, why is she commentator, actor, controversial, sometimes guest on many platforms? What are you doing following him anyway? But see, that's that Grippergate shit. Because they all support one another. They all follow one another. Right? It's like I just seen Cam just made a multi-million deal with Revolt TV for another podcast or something, and everybody in the industry congratulated him on it. And I'm like, y'all, most of y'all don't even rock with him. But you just see a whole bunch of blue checks and all that. Like, this is what they do. Because this is protocol. They all part of Grippergate. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you following him? How you even know that he throwing subs at you? QuestLove? Come on. Anyway, the comedian even questioned what he did, talking about Barack, for the African American community. Referencing Obama, Amanda asserted politics should not be rooted in identity, adding that representation did not mean someone did good for the said community. Right? Identity politics. You know. And that's a very valid question. And they hate to answer it. Right? Liberals hate to answer it. Those who call themselves liberals, black folk who call themselves progressive or in the know, right? Who are in these institutions, that you can be anything in these institutions under the guise of white folk. What did he do specifically? Which we know, when you really woke, you know that. There has been nobody who has been the CEO of this corporation that has done anything specifically for melanated people. And definitely, if they have, it is a band-aid. Because the only thing you can ever do for somebody who is oppressed is get out their way or bleed out so they can free themselves, so they can liberate themselves. Like I used to tell them CO bros when I'm locked up, you can't bring me chicken and all that shit and think that that's something. All right, cool, that's nice. But if you can't get me up out of here, shit you do for me is minimal. You could give me brain, you could throw your ass on the gate. I'm still locked up. That shit don't mean nothing. Liberation. So ain't no president got that to think. You no. They ain't with that. You a high value. You a high value commodity. Your ass got to remain oppressed. And in that oppression, if we can brutalize you, if we can miseducate you for a few generations, we good. Nobody in that seat. I don't care if they Chinese. I don't care if they come from Guam. I don't care where. Nobody in that seat that represents that seal, that bald eagle, that goddamn red, white, and blue does anything for melanated folk. Never will. Now, people are just shocked and surprised because for damn near a century, we believed that it would never happen. My mother died believing that we would never see a black president. I could only imagine if she would have lived through and seen that, what effect that would have had on her. That was a psyop. They had nowhere else to go. At a certain point, you had to do that. Because that's what happens when people begin to get conscious and woke and start manifesting that. They got to have something real big to, whoa, to cool your heels a little bit. And he just happened to fit. Articulate, knew enough about hip-hop, played ball, had a black wife with a seemingly fat ass. So now that's like, oh, okay, yeah, he's real. Couldn't have did it with Jesse. That wasn't working. He couldn't have did it with anybody else. He came around. That was the time. But what has he done differently? What did he do different than any of the presidents before him? Nothing. So it's an honest question. Very honest. But of course, it's weirdo blocked her like they do. Instead of answering the question. Nitpicking. Nitpicking? Nitpicking. This is what he called it. It is far from nitpicking when you ask what was he doing on a daily. Damn if he would have got clapped down in it. Don't give all the ifs and the suppose and the maybes and what did he do? What did he do? That's like saying if Jason Tatum didn't get hurt, Boston would have been, they'd be in the finals right now. But he did get hurt. Knicks banged him up. That's the reality of it. So now we get to Amanda's question, what did he do? What did he do? For real, because in the grand scope of what's going on now, if he would have done something that was solid, none of this shit would be going on. Because then everybody would have moved up. Everything would have stepped up a notch. That's for real. So for context, several protests have taken place across the country against President T-47's mass deportation of immigrants. Since he returned to office, ICE officials have undertaken raids across cities like Atlanta, Los Angeles, Boston, New York, and several others to detain illegal immigrants. These raids were carried out even in schools. Now, all this shit, I'm telling you, Los Angeles, Boston, and New York all got them nannies. I don't know if Atlanta got nannies because that shit would just look weird. People in the South would be looking at them black bras like they crazy. Okay? But this been going on in Boston and New York, LA. You have a heavy population in LA of people that just do that. Nannies and gardeners and taking care of these old fays. Okay? But again, these raids is going on even in schools. I've yet to see a nanny running. I've yet to see a nanny hightailing it, trying to run to the subway. I've yet to see it. So until them nannies start getting snatched up, I'm going to think y'all stunting ICE. I think y'all scared of the nannies. Yeah, y'all scared of them. And I know y'all listening. Somebody tag ICE again. Tag their ass. Ask them where the nannies at. Why the nannies ain't scared of y'all? Why the nannies that in there working for them rich white folk, why they not hightailing their ass up out of here? Why they not scared? I know that for a fact they don't have their papers straight. What's up? What up? Okay? However, most news outlets reported that alongside undocumented residents, several citizens, including veterans, have been detained without a warrant. So if they doing all that, that mean Sarah Umugalaba, right? She should be running. She should be running. Next time I go downtown, I should see ICE agents chasing them nannies up and down the block. If not, then y'all know something. And that's why y'all come to class, to get a clear perspective. Y'all will know something. Because they be out there with impunity. They not scared of ICE. Why? Why? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So, we done finished that. Okay? Yeah, because I don't know why Amanda Seals think this is, and really it's not even her. Because I'm sure she's been speaking like she do for the past couple of months. I know she's been vocal. Why all of a sudden QuestLove? Like QuestLove? Amanda done been beefing with high-powered, high opinionated scholars. Fuck is QuestLove going viral? For what? Because the Roots picnic is coming up in August or something. All this shit be plays, yo. Because I'm telling you. Unless he getting ready to get charged with some Grippergate shit, I'm telling you, I gotta watch how this go. You have to watch how it go, okay? Yeah, Block Monster, they got the Roots picnic. Hey, yeah. When all the Grippergate people see, because people believe that because they are conscious or that type of hip hop, when they're friends, that they ain't Grippergate. Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't think that the Puffster and Cash Money and Death Row, don't think that just because those are the big commercial successes in hip hop rap that they the only ones that's Grippergate. No. They Grippergate. That kid Talib Kweli had allegations. They all got allegations too. Okay? Get out of here. It's good they on TV. They're in different spaces. So they be around them that same old face, same Grippergate activity going down. Yeah. They be at that picnic playing in each other grippers. The whole shit. You dig? I don't know. I hope the diddler take the stand. Yeah. It ain't bound. It's bigger than Nino Brown. Come on, goddamn. Who else? Yeah. Who else, damn it? Anyway, let's get to this domestic violence that saddened me, man. I mean, oh man. This went viral quicker than anything I've seen in some time. And it should, because we speak about domestic violence all the time here. All right? And We also speak about social media, how toxic it is, and how dangerous it could be for those who are going through some type of mental struggles. Okay? And it gets deep when we're watching when we're actually an audience to an abusive situation. And even with all of my hours and hundreds of people that I've dealt with anger management, domestic violence, I didn't see any physical cues, right, that alerted me to say that this is going to end ugly as it did. And that's what I believe is alarming a lot of people with this specific case. Because, I mean, I didn't see it. And I don't know if maybe because, I'm not around my southern cousins like that, but it just appeared to be an argument where they were attempting to get their point across, to get their disrespect of each other in public, and for whatever reasons prior to that, leave each other alone. But I didn't believe that they were going to, that this was going to be some unalivement, and then subsequently dude was going to unalive himself. I didn't see it. Even in the tone and the seriousness of what they were alleging that each other has done, there was that nervous smile, there was that laughing, there was that back and forth. I didn't get this. I didn't believe that it was gonna go there, which is why I say it's very important for people not to remain with someone, regardless of how long or what you've been through. But as he said, he put hands on her prior. Like this was a space where you can see, because of what he said, that the abuse has been going on. And it's not pleasant. It wasn't a pleasant watch. It was rather weird, but again, this is where we're at right now. This is where we're at right now. And everything, I keep telling y'all, everything is not for social media. And whatever is on social media is permanent. It really is. It really is. So I would hope that you are all mature enough to deal with whatever you're dealing with outside of public audience, because that only, right, puts more fuel, you dig, on that fire. That's was wild. So, again, like I said in the beginning of class, that this happened, and this was in Hancock County. My family's from Hancock County, Sparta, Georgia. And I don't know. I reached out to a cousin and see, exactly who they are, if they knew these young people. Well, not that she was young, and this is another problem that, in hindsight, we can see what took place. He was 36, she was 27. Again, You're going to have people that make an attempt to say, based on her and what her experience may have been, 27 is, for me, young, too young to be dealing with somebody who's 36 in that space. But again, to each his own. To each his own. All right? So let's get to it. Zaria Khadijah Carr, 27, was found unconscious and later pronounced unalived after authorities responded to a call at her home in Twin City, Georgia on June 13th around 9:30. Excuse me. Georgia Bureau of Investigation officials say Zaria's husband, Shamarcus Jamil Carr, 36, could not be found. And Zaria's 2021 Dodge Challenger was also missing. Following an alert for Zaria's vehicle, law enforcement located the car in the Wayne County area around 11 p.m. when officers attempted to stop Shamarcus, who was inside the vehicle. He later unalived himself with a self-inflicted GSW. Now, in the video, they spoke of infidelities, spoke of, STDs, spoke of all type of street activities. Yeah, Moo, a GSW. All right. Whether he gave her STD, she gave it to him. If she did have it, and it was getting real explicit. She was like, if you knew I had it, why'd you put your mouth there? Then there was, again, allegations of him attempting to, rob his friends or street dudes. And it was just a lot of back and forth with an audience and the commentary and comments. And it appeared, from what they were saying, that no one there was de-escalating that situation. And from the clips and whatever site you've seen it on, this was lengthy. And again, there was parts where he was, getting a little antsy and said, yeah, I'm gonna put my hands on you. I done did it before. I'm gonna, But her response wasn't a response of fear, of fright. You dig? It just wasn't, which makes that outcome, and everybody who have viewed it maybe in real time to be like, damn, they went there with it. Again, we don't know what triggers people, and a lot of the times we are not aware of what we're witnessing. But it went there. And there's a young child, a very young child involved. They left, a child to be raised by, family or whoever. So again, it just, it reaffirms what I say consistently. Like, we have to find a different value system when it comes to how we relate to each other as men and women, and how we relate to each other as far as the nation is concerned as people. It does. We have to do much better than that, or we're not going to be here. We're not going to be here. And And this trend has been picking up speed since the pandemic, where, batterers have turned into people who are unaliving the other person. And some suffering the consequences behind bars, and others choosing to unalive themselves. Crazy uptick. Numbers skyrocketed between 2019 and 2022. Skyrocketed. Yeah. Yeah, unaliving and then taking yourself out, especially with our people. What have we become? We become people who have tried to supplement our pain with different vices. And the younger people don't understand that getting up in somebody's grippers, getting in the cheeks, listening to this music, watching different things, having this very cavalier attitude about sex and exchanging and doing these things, they don't understand the power behind it. So now when you're not in tune with what's going on here, it disturbs up here. It's like a crackhead. They was used to sniffing coke and playing and partying and all that. Once they hit that crack, that pipe, they had no understanding of it. That shit took them out of here. All of a sudden, we got a nation full of crackheads. Same with introducing youth, young people with relationships and sex with no type of values behind it, no type of rites of passage. Just do it, right? Listening to music that's saying just do it. I even heard Roxanne Shante say it today on the radio. Don't waste time. We don't have time to waste. Just give it to him. You like it? Just give it to him. Give it to him in a car. They ain't got time to waste. I was like, damn, didn't they just give you an icon award at the Grammys, and now this is what you spitting on the radio? Really? That's where we at right now? So again, this you only live once, this attitude, this YOLO, this disconnection from the universal order of things. Nah, more ain't playing. If they was replaying, see, they do that live. And when she said it, I was driving, because I usually, when I hear weird shit like that on the radio, I can rewind it and record it. But I said, nah, you know what? Let them live in that. I'm not going to, because that wasn't it. But they say she says a lot of things like that during her show. But this one just caught me. I'm like, really? A woman of a certain age and from a certain space? That's what we going at? Okay. You advising people just to give it up? You dig? So come on now. That's where we at with it. But if you not able to intelligently know what you're able to handle or not, people fly off. And then you have, again, a miscommunication when it comes to ownership and relationships. Excuse me, people really believe that they own each other, which is weird. Which is weird. You have been conditioned and educated to believe that master was bad because he wanted to own the slaves, because he dominated the slave. He owned you, I own you. And y'all fight tooth and nail and white supremacist this and all this other shit, but you ready to allow somebody who's supposedly loving you in a committed relationship to own you. And you can't talk to nobody, and you can't look at nobody, and you can't go here, and you can't because you're with me. I owned you. And that's where the problem comes in at, because now you are oppressed in your space as a being in this world. And now you, through the thought of love, you're under another oppression. And sometimes the person might be off, whether it be a man or a woman, off. And their ownership comes with, if you don't listen, that means I gotta whip your ass. I gotta beat you into submission because I own you, because I gave you a little bit of pussy. Or, girl, you put that mouth on me, so I own you. And they weird with it because they haven't had any knowledge of self. So power cake is dangerous, very dangerous. And you heard that in that conversation. Even though they didn't, again, display that anger to the degree of which we said, oh, he's getting ready to wild out. And we definitely didn't see it from her. Okay? Very much appreciation for funding the war effort. You can't own people. It doesn't work like that. People get frustrated. People get, overwhelmed. But, people going to, again, I can only teach. I can only educate through a space from experience. And watching and being in the work. That power and control that people try to establish over you, or you relinquish yourself because that's what you've been taught. You've been taught that. It get ugly. It get ugly. So are we going to remain in that, or are we going to find, that doesn't work. Let's pull up out of it and, as a collective, put all of our experiences together so we can find out a different value system and move on that. A different moral fiber. Okay? That's what we have to do. Because that was ugly. That was disturbing. That was the end result of that live. Unalived right after going live. I don't want to see no shit like that. Especially with no one de-escalating, with people in the comments not saying, yo, listen. And again, there may have been a few, but that's not what I heard from either of them. I heard a lot of egging on and a lot of siding with the other, and no one saying, yo, y'all need to just stop. I'm coming over. Chill out. I heard the girlfriend, like, towards the end said, yo, listen, y'all need to get off live with this. Y'all need to fall back. No one's saying, yo, take a walk, or yo, get out of the house. None of that. And that's the end result. So, again, if you in a situation like that, or believe that, that is going on with a family member, reach out, get an assessment. So I'm able to give you specifics of what to look for and how to assist them. It's more than just, uneasiness, or you hearing conversation, or you might seen them get a little rough. And it's a lot in that whole dynamic of how people are living in abuse, in a batterous situation. Because somebody, if they had the tools, could have saved both of those people's lives. Could have did it. Could have did it. Okay? So enough of that. Damn, it's 12:15 already. Shit, on a Tuesday, we got things to do. Listen, we gonna do this real quick and then we getting up out of here. We getting up out of here. Your man Tyler Perry. Man, I kept telling y'all. Nobody that makes A-list, nobody that is able to generate hundreds of millions of dollars and all that, escapes Grippergate. This man is pressing another man for his grippers. Damn. Now, you that high profile, you can't be texting nobody. Come on, man. Unless you just don't care. Unless you just don't care. Ain't none of us surprised. Nah, we ain't surprised, but damn, that's a hell of a way to affirm what a lot of people been thinking, to the degree of which where he was pressing that man. That's what's surprising. Like, yo, hold on, man. I'm gonna sniff them grippers. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Like a rose, but you a little stiff. You need to be opened up. Like, whoa. Damn, Tyler. You sure is aggressive. Nah. Yeah, you got to be taken aback, but I told y'all. And now look, that's the Boondocks coming to real life. Wasn't he pressing Granddad in the Boondocks when they had that Tyler Perry episode? You pressing Granddad. You want this role, right? And Tyler Perry got mad at the Boondocks, didn't he? But, sir, your text, come on, aggressive Grippergate. Now, at least Diddy try to put a little something in their drink. Yeah, drink that. Tyler's sober. And that man was sober. Yeah. Pressed him like you press a broad. Like, yo, listen, you like that? You got to be open and free. Don't worry about your parents. I'm like, yo, what is this? Now, I can't read no more of this shit. I read a couple of them texts. I was like, nah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That make nobody want to ever be an actor. The fuck, what's going on here? And what did he say? Y'all see what he said? You can't hump nobody and get no Oscar no more. That person is in jail. But you sure can hump and get a little bit of job. Just be yourself. I said, oh, shit. Damn, Tyler. Ooh-wee. Yeah, nah, man. Nah, Grippergate is wild. I'm sorry. Now you gotta question everybody in the industry. We've been telling y'all though, actors, rappers, athletes, god damn it. Is there no one touched by Grippergate? God dug it. Damn it. Come on, huh? Everybody? Everybody? Come on. Come on. Somebody said some of these YouTubers too. Pressing men and all that. Damn. That's a damn shame. And he big too. How big is Tyler Perry? Is 6'5"? Peace, G's, what up? He's like 6'5". Damn it. See? See? No, who is always in a Tyler Perry movie? What dude is always in his movies? And you got to see if he grip a gate. I'm telling you. Who been in his movies more than once? You see, you don't keep too many dudes around. You don't get the grippers, you up out of there. Dastardly. Dastardly. Yeah. Alan Payne was in more than one movie? Nah, I think Alan Payne was just always on a TV show. Shamar Moore, he's in a couple of roles. Yeah. Yeah. He was in a couple of roles. Damn, Shamar, you got them grippers. Shit. And what he tell that man? Just pull your britches down. Or some shit like what's going in a text? Come on, man. That seemed like a lineup to me. He could be who he is and what he doing and all. He could do all that. But that's a lineup. Come on, son. You texting? That's really? That's wow. That's wow. You still hurt by Pulp Fiction? Why? Why? Why you hurt by Pulp Fiction? Ving Rhames? That just shows you that if you get caught in one of them sundown towns, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Because them old face got gimps all in their basement. That's what they do. Where do you think it come from? Where do you think Marilyn Manson come from? Y'all never read Marilyn Manson's autobiography? Where he said he learned how to be weird and all that because he was going through it? Y'all never read Marilyn Manson's autobiography? I read everything. I read about these old everything. I have to get a little bit of the truth that they put out in these books. Marilyn Manson said he wigged out because him and his cousin used to run and play hide and seek, and they ran in the basement. And when they was playing hide and seek in the basement, they seen their grandfather come down. And their grandfather came down and stripped and didn't know that they was there. And he stripped and put on woman's clothes. And then he got himself a apparatus, a phallus, of a male genitalia, and started pleasuring his own grippers. And Marilyn Manson and his cousin watched his grandfather do that. And he said that shit wigged him out. And he was, very confused and curious about why this grown-ass man was doing that. And then as he got older, he questioned where he was when it came to that, and, found out that once he got famous, that a lot of these rock dudes, was that way. Was Roy G. Biv. That's when he said the dude from the Red Hot Chili Peppers tried to kiss him and all that. Yeah, he was giving it up in his autobiography. I was like, yeah, you's a weirdo. Yeah. So this is where they learn that. So when you seen that shit in Pulp Fiction, they serious about that. That's what I'm saying. These them Trumpers and Confederates and all that, they don't mind going to jail. Yeah. They don't mind being up in the federal pen. They don't like women anyway. Yeah. And you up in there, and as black men, y'all not sticking together and all that. They have a field day with black men grippers up in the feds. Come on now. You dig? This is, I'm telling you, it's off the chain. To what degree, what depraved degree that they can think of and manifest. But y'all still don't want to be militant. Y'all still don't want to separate. Y'all still, again, relying and relaxing because the old has been taking care of you for so long. You don't see the responsibility that come with taking care of yourself and working towards that on every aspect. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I just know my grippers is way protected. I don't play no games. I keep a weapon on me at all times. Yeah, because they coming to get it. Exactly. Exactly. Construction site, yeah. Yeah, porn industry was nothing but a fluffer for Hollywood. All that come from that depravity. You got major Hollywood studios that owned a lot of those porn companies back in the days. Where do you think they was getting the film from? Come on, man. The porn industry is what allowed them to express themselves to that degree without showing the world. Yeah. 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 So, old Tyler Perry pressing, he in the text message, like, yo, come on now, when you gonna get them grippers out? I'm like, damn, son. You ain't talking to a woman, right? That's one thing they ain't say. About Harvey Weinstein. He was a beast. He was scraping. He was doing all type of shit, but wasn't on no men. Now, why the black dude gotta be pressing men? Why did he gotta be on some man shit? You know what I'm saying? This is the thing that they want the world to see. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. I don't know. Well, listen, it's 12:30. We gotta go. We gotta get up in the morning, man. We gotta get up in the morning. Again, we just here to get rid of the false narratives, to clean eyes and clear ears, to educate each other to move in a different space. All right? Do I think they're on the law of Prodigy? I don't know. I doubt that. Prodigy was real ill. He lived a long life for somebody who has sickle cell. So, I mean, the way it happened is definitely suspicious, but listen, I've seen people do and say a whole lot worse, and they still around. dig? Yeah, so, I don't know. I just know y'all need to come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Watch y'all grippers, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm starting to look at them big men a little weird, like, yo, them big dudes, man. Switch out 6'5" dudes. They run around taking grippers. The Grustler, Global Hustler, Cool, Bag of Bones, what up? I'm serious. Tyler Perry? Not only pressing, he doing a hard press for the grippers. Like, yo, what up? I done gave you this job, I done got you acting. Yo, what's up? What's good now? Let me get that. Like, it's time to get that up. Why you talk to women like that? How you talking to men? Half old fake men at that. Nah, Tyler Perry, nah. Bring your ass to class. Something wrong, man. Something wrong. Something wrong. Nah, that ain't right. That's what the good Lord told you to do. And he had that too in there. In them text messages. No, the Lord ain't say it was bad. The Lord didn't say it was bad. Don't believe that religion. I'm like, I said, oh shit. Damn, someone is that bad. No, the Lord ain't say that. I said, what? What? Damn. Yeah. 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 Trying every which way to press this man. Yeah. I'm like, yo, son is wow. But they wanted y'all to focus on the puff stuff. Exactly. Exactly, see? Yeah. Got everybody going to church and 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 church. And Maya Angelou and the this and this and this and the church and the church and the church and the church. I told y'all could miss me with that shit. Between TD Jakes, Tyler Perry, Pastor Brian talking about your legs look nice. The other one was down and Eddie Long and all. I could keep that shit. Get that shit up out of here. If that's what that book is leading y'all men's to, nah. Get the fuck out. Get the hell out of here. The fuck out of here. Keep that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Again, we out of here, y'all. Again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Get militant. Remain focused. Okay? Militancy. So opening your eyes. Clean eyes. Clear ears. Watch, observe, listen, and study. Peace, Nate. Peace, man. You know, all my truckers out there, make sure you safe. Make sure you safe. Okay, go get your load, get your ass right back. Don't be at the rest stop with the rest stop thoughts. Trying to get in that musty little box. No, get y'all asses back to where y'all got to get to. People are coming up missing and a lot. Listen, don't play. Don't play. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. To any new subscribers, welcome to class. My classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. We got to keep the week strong, yo. We got to get through this week strong. Because, damn it, when it hit 95, 100, I'm going to be mad as hell Monday, Tuesday, whenever that shit's supposed to hit. Y'all might get a little day off. I don't like that heat. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Okay? Everybody that got something going on, place it in the comments. Bring your people to class, man. Grow the class. Because, yeah, I see people numbers. I see what they doing. I'm not buying shit. I'm not doing it. And I'm not going to sit here and play with y'all. You have to grow the class. It has to mean something to us. And I'm watching. I'm like, hold on. This shit wasn't like that. Now this is where you at. And as always, people distance themselves from the kid because I speak truth. I'm telling you, I gave everybody a shot. Everybody y'all see. I've been live with them. I done jumped on YouTubes with them. I done been on they shit. Everybody. And when that gripper gate start coming or they trying to lean into that Ofe world, they separate themselves because I see it. So I know who buying numbers and all and doing weird shit. But remember, I've been genuine. I've been very genuine and helped a lot of people. But it's only one me. He ain't no copycat. It's just not. It's just not. Because I'm really committed to my people. I'm serious. So I know when they doing that bullshit. I know when they doing it. And they know I know, but don't be disrespectful. That's all I'm telling you. You'd be better off just blocking me and keeping it moving. Don't be disrespectful. Them old phase don't care nothing about you. As evident as we see the old phases moving in their space, they controlling their space. Don't get on no beef shit. For real, for real. Don't be disrespectful. Just slide on off. Do your thing. I'm good with it. Because I'm going to consistently do mine. Because we're going to grow and trust and believe. We're going to stay strong. Because we know what's going on out there. And it's not a game. You can't wiggle your way up out of this shit with a little bit of chump change. People think they could go super viral on YouTube and shit like that. Getting them $4,000 or $5,000 a month YouTube checks, and now they doing something. You ain't gonna do shit. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You see millionaires and billionaires running. Yeah. Because when the world, when that liberation energy hits the globe, you following the OFA program ain't gonna help. You gonna be on the wrong side of that. So keep playing. Keep playing. Never cease to amaze me. That people really, in their heart of hearts, I keep telling y'all, in their core, they want to be white folk. In their core. So when you sound like you really manifesting that melanated energy, that universal truth, that knowledge of self, when you really pushing that, when you really got that in your core, they hate you. And you gotta know the difference. Black bastards, you got to know the difference to keep them away from you. Let them be who they are. You dig? Okay. So we out, because I gotta do too much right now. I gotta do too much before I get in the bed and all that. Again, all peace and power to the people that struggle. We will win. Handle first things first and last things last. Always know who you are and walk in that light. Okay? And 55K, get y'all grades up.